I'm Nadav Roiter. I'm originally from New York. Spent a bunch of years out in the Middle East and recently moved to Bali to work on my art. I'm an interdisciplinary artist. I like combining dance, music. This exhibition is called Unmasked. We had an amazing event where we had dancers wearing the masks to pieces that I choreographed. We co-choreographed actually. Well, it all started, I guess, about 2.5 years ago where my mom passed away and I lost my job. My boyfriend broke up with me. So really the most unfortunate series of events, but in hindsight, it was actually probably the best thing that could have happened to me because I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna start following my passion for art, and I started traveling the world, trying different mediums. I was in Japan doing silk dyeing. I was in Vietnam, as I mentioned before, and I learned the ancient art of pressing paper mache into stone and creating these ancient Vietnamese festival masks. I really was taken with the lion form, which is the one I chose as the one that I would work with. As far as my inspiration, I was recently inspired about taking off our masks. You know, society has us wearing all these masks. You know, how can I play the dutiful partner when you're in a relationship? Or, you know, how should I act at my job? When you notice, anytime you walk into a situation, you're asking yourself, what role should I play? And this exhibit asks questions about, you know, those roles and asks the viewer to, question those roles. What is unique about the way I work is I work really well with people. I have an idea and then I go into the world and I meet people. So I went to Vietnam not knowing what I was gonna do and who I was gonna encounter, and I met this adorable, they must have been in their 80s, the 80-year-old couple who were so lovely and generous and taught me their art form. I came to Bali and I met these dancers who were so nice to work with and had so much creativity, which is synchronicity. It was meant to be because that was one of the greatest art pieces that came out of this exhibition. Yes, my process requires the world, requires the universe, God. I channel that energy, and I believe in good, and I believe in divine synchronicity, so things don't just happen. I knew I wanted to create a body of work that meant something, and things just keep coming my way, and people keep coming my way, and magical things happen. Well, yeah, so I really divide the world into those who consume and who create. I feel like 99% of people in the world are consumers and maybe 1% are creators. And I'm hoping to be part of that 1% of creators who really add something to the world and don't just take. And what I do want to add is I want to encourage people to not just passively wear their masks and dutifully wear their masks, that they're expected to either by society or country or whatever rule book, written or unwritten. I want people to step out of their comfort zone and really find themselves, which is something that I'm working on. That's part of my journey. And this exhibition is an invitation for people to do that. Well, the funny thing is, I never thought about creating NFTs until I met Mate, the gallery manager here at Joshua District. And when we were planning the exhibition, he says, you have to make NFTs. Now, in his mind, I was just going to make NFTs of the pictures I'd already taken in the Balinese countryside, but I had decided to make an entirely new series. I drew on ancient cultures, symbolism from Chinese culture, Greek culture, Egyptian culture. But actually, in general, NFTs are very interesting to me because they take art, they look at art from a different perspective. Most art is physical, it's bound to geography. NFTs have no borders. I feel like it opens up art to greater audiences. It makes art accessible to anyone. So that's really what piqued my interest in them. Yeah, so actually the next part of the Unmasked exhibition is me creating silicone molds of the masks and pouring liquid resin into them and using preserved, ethically sourced butterflies and flowers and putting those in the mask. It's something I've had visions of and I plan on bringing to fruition. So stay posted. Okay, cool. Yeah, that went much better than I thought.